Well, mission accomplished.
Pardon?
Beating the frame up.
In case you'd forgotten, there was no frame-up.
Look, to be convincing, you got to believe your own story. You told me that last night yourself, remember? Where do we go from here?
I'll let you know in good time.
Look, I'd like to have a say in this partnership too, you know.
There is no partnership, Adams. You do what I tell you. And if you ever cause me as much trouble as you did last night, then prison won't be your career, boy. It'll be your home.
Her father was an itinerant jackaroo, white. Apparently, he's living hand to mouth somewhere. He's an alcoholic.
I don't think there's much chance of ever locating him.
Probably for the best. What about her mother?
She was living on an Aboriginal settlement south of Darwin. She died about 6 months ago.
We just don't know what's the best thing to do.
Laura, we haven't got the camera. Now, you just leave that to me. Now, what I want you to do is to write to your parents, ask them to send you a list of all the major glosses, and tell them it's all hush-hush. We don't want anyone to get in here first.
1 million moles get photographed every day.
Ah, yes, but how many of them have you seen photographed behind a barbed wire fence with uniformed guards looming in the background? It's a scoop. It'll be a sensation.
Look, I've got to get out of here before I'm sprung.
Now, 10%. How does that sound?
What for?
Commission? Well, you're going to need an agent, and seeing as I'm living here with you, I mean, I would say that I would fit the bill perfectly.
Whatever you say.
Good.
We're even in the score. Go for it. Now's your chance to stick the boot in.
Go on, give it to her.
Well, are you going to or not? What's so bloody funny? What are you laughing at? I'd like an answer to that myself.
I thought McPherson would look good in yellow.
Yeah, with feathers.
All right, you've had your joke.
Yeah, shove it, Connors. Nothing Spider could have done with a good wash anyway.
Yeah, I know what you mean. She smells like...
Hey, Mr. Jackson, what colour do you reckon I could be?
Uh-oh, here we go.
Thank you, Mr. Jackson. I'm not going to tolerate this sort of behaviour, and I'm not going to waste my time. One of you can take responsibility, or I'll assume you're all in it.
You were doing her a favour.
Yeah, she always said she was keen on the black market. And obviously you're all keen to lose your privileges. I'm waiting. Very well, if no one's going to step forward. I see. This certainly makes a change, doesn't it? Mr. Jackson, would you sort the women into groups for extra cleaning duties? They can start immediately.
Yes, Mrs. Reynolds.
Well, get off it. What about our wreck?
You can do lavatory detail, McPherson.
Connors, you and West will help Simpson clean up before you start.
Oh, what? I do what she did
No
to me.
worries, Mrs. Reynolds. After all, we don't want Spider thinking there's any hard feelings, eh?
All right, ladies, into groups of threes. Come on, please, move it.
Shove it. Just wanted to make sure you got the message.
I got the message loud and clear. You won't have to wait long for an answer. Everything all right in here?
Yeah, will we when you get this scum out of here?
We're just giving her a hand like the governor asked
Well,
us
you can
to.
stick your help and get out.
I think the governor just wanted to give us a chance to clear the air.
There better not be any trouble.
There's no trouble, eh, Rose? I think you better speak your piece first. This one's got no manners.
Okay. I got jobbed and you got jobbed. I don't see any point in keeping it going.
No way, you gutless little wimp. Next time you get in my way, so help me, I'm going to...
She's not the one getting in the way. You are, Spider. Sarah's willing to call it quits, and if you've got a head on your shoulders, you'll start doing the same.
I'm not getting through to you, am I? This boom gets under my skin, and if she wants to make it easy for herself, she'll make herself invisible.
We're backing her, Spider.
I can speak for myself, Reed. If you want to keep this feud going, it's fine by me. But just watch your back. Us blacks are gutless, remember?
That's the hard part of the job. Keeping a straight face when something like that happens.
Oh, it's a shame Connors had to be punished for doing us such a good turn.
Unavoidable, I'm afraid.
I hope it doesn't turn her against us.
Oh, not Connors. She'd rather be transferred to a convent for life than let the women think she was currying favour with the governor.
It never ceases to amaze me, the amount of individual understanding you have.
Thanks for the pat on the back. But you better save it at least until I'm sure Sarah's settled in.
Oh, she's hell-bent on tracing her parents. Her mother's death was more than she could cope with. Finding out her father's white could be the last straw.
You must have had to deal with lots of people in similar situations. How did they cope?
In a number of different ways. And some of them not very pretty.
Let's keep our fingers crossed.
If Sarah's past form is anything to go by, you'd better hope the walls are thick enough to hold her.
Oh, I don't think you'll have any trouble recognising him. Having patience with him could be a problem, though. Oh, he's young, dark, bit on the insipid side. Yeah, all right. I'll let you know about the next lot. Thanks, Harper. You're late, Adams. If you ever try sneaking up on me again, you'll think the roof has fallen in on you.
I just thought perhaps you were being a little open about this pickup.
You have quite enough to worry about with yourself. Now, Maxwell is in the workshop, Jones is in the laundry. There's petty cash at reception.
I'm not happy about Jones coming along.
She'll be good cover.
How do I recognise my contact?
He'll be in the supermarket car park in a blue Celica.
Good. I'll go and get the women if you think I can handle it.
Adams! Don't you think it'd be a good idea to change out of your uniform?
They found her.
Sarah, please calm down.
Calm down. You don't know what this means. I don't even know what my real name is. My tribal name.
You don't have one. Your father's name is Franklin. He's white.
He's living just out of Darwin.
So I don't care where he lives. He's white. I don't want to know.
Sarah, please. There's something else.
It's your mother. She died 6 months ago. I'm sorry, Sarah. I really am.
So that's it. I don't even have a dream anymore. Nothing.
Your other parents, the West, they want to see you.
They're not my parents.
And what else do you call people who've spent their lives looking after you?
Suckers. I didn't ask them.
I know this has been a shock to you, but don't you think you're being a bit unfair? They love you, they're worried about you. The least you could do is let them visit.
Let them suffer. Everyone else in this stinking world has to, so why shouldn't they?
They could help you find your father.
My mother finally got away from him. Why the hell should I want him?
He's your real father. How could you prejudge him?
I don't have to listen. You don't know.
West! Shall I bring her back?
No, let her go.
What's brown? Got 8 legs. Soft. A chocolate spider! Well, I made it up myself. You want to have a joke on me, you pay for it. That boom's going to pay for the lot of it. Well, come on, it was just a joke. I told you the jokes are over. Snow White's going to get it in the neck. Yeah, well, let me tell you something. You're a fool if you stuff up the business just 'cause you come off second best. Don't you go to it.
Take it easy, you're doing for a while.
When you could take it easy yourself. Yeah, well, you just handle your business. Oh! Sorry, Mr. Jackson, it was an accident. Are you all right? Are you allergic to water boom?
Clean that up and shut your mouth.
Whatever you say, Mr. Jackson.
Just see a look on her face.
Don't check, someone's going to do a spy shuttle.
If there's anything I can do for you, let me know. Just take it easy on yourself, all right?
Oh, give it a break, Merle. You're making me tired just looking at you. Hey, we really put a spoke in Spider's wheel. Good to see her get chipped once in a while.
Yeah, chocolate chip.
I don't reckon it's fair me doing all the work while you have a rest. Yeah, it wouldn't hurt us to do a bit, I suppose. Come on, take a break, Merle. No, I don't want to get into trouble.
Come on, Merle, that 5 minutes isn't going to hurt anyone. Now, come on, Annie, come now, sit down there,
Jones, outside.
I was working on it. Honest, I'll make it up.
It's all right, Merle. Mr. Adams and I are going shopping for the prison store. You're coming with us.
Shopping? Better buy yourself some boxing gloves if you're going with him.
If you're talking about that smear campaign of Simpson's, I was cleared. Or have you forgotten?
Oh, no, Mr. Adams. We haven't forgotten that.
They've given us our own clothes to wear, so you better come and get changed. We're leaving right away.
Oh, beauty!
Right, now the rest of you can get on with your work. I'll be checking your quotas myself.
How come they get all the cushy jobs?
Well, that just shows how easy life can be. If you don't give the officers trouble.
Yeah, you mean be a suck?
I know it's in here somewhere.
What are you looking for?
My best shirt, just in case we meet someone like on a telly or something.
I don't think we're likely to meet too many celebrities at the supermarket.
Yeah, but we got more chance of meeting them there than we have in here, don't we?
I suppose so.
Oh, it's my best one.
Oh, well, you can't very well wear that, can you?
But I got nothing else. I only wear what they give me.
Hang on, I might have something here that'd fit you.
No, your stuff's too little and it's new. I only ever wore what the other kids grew out of.
Here. I was saving it for your birthday, but I think you should have it now.
It's pretty, isn't it?
Well, try it on.
I remember seeing Robbo in it. Did you trade?
Yes, I swapped it for one of my cardigans. That looks lovely on you, girl.
It's the best new second-hand thing I ever had.
Now, come on, hurry up and get dressed. We have to leave in a minute.
You missed a bit. Don't want to upset Jackie Jackson, do you?
Yeah, well, you could have done it yourself.
You're getting paid. You know, here's something worse than a boom. A boom lover.
Try telling Connors that.
I don't know what.
Just saying that bungs of a feather flock together.
Eh? Oh, it's not like you to be philosophical, Spider. So I thought she might be right. Gee, sorry, girls. Never could get used to 4 wheels. Feel like going for a ride?
What's the noise about?
Oh, just Spider playing chicken with the traffic. I thought the blacks weren't known for their hospitality.
Yeah, well, it's a free world
For some? Yeah, I thought you might say that.
Do you know what I'm going to say next?
I've got a fair idea.
Well, why don't you do it?
Oh, I never did like taking orders, I guess. Funny that, isn't it? Feel like having a chat?
I'm busy, do you mind?
No, I don't mind. All the time in the world.
Give me that!
It's all right, I can do it by myself.
Now, come on, Mel, we don't need to do that. But it's fun.
Get them on the bus, Mr. Adams.
Right, you two move.
And we won't mix too much pleasure with business, will we?
I know what to do.
Good. Morris.
Well, you can check these in for me.
Of course.
Good to see you back, Mrs. Morris, but we've got to go because Mr. Adams is taking us shopping.
What are you going to buy?
Oh, Laurie said she wanted lipstick and,
I'll take care of this, Mr. Adams. You better get going.
do you like my new outfit, Mrs. Morris? Look.
Yes. Come on, move it.
See ya.
Hello.
Quite a few changes while you've been gone.
Yes, so it seems. Perhaps you ought to fill me in then.
Oh, I'm sure the governor would just love to do that herself. Where'd you get this? Win him in a raffle?
Makes you wonder if it's all worthwhile. Living. You know what I mean?
Call this living.
This is easy. What'd you get from Reno? A slap on the wrist? My old man used to say, what doesn't break you, makes you. Miserable old coot. Spent most of his life either in bars or behind them.
Look, I don't give a stuff about your scumbag father.
Hang on a minute. He might not have been much, but he was pretty harmless. Your father a saint or something?
No. He's a dirty white drunk like yours.
White?
Yeah, white.
I'll be stuffed. Your mum not as picky as you, eh?
Well, she probably didn't have much say in it.
Are you saying she was raped?
I don't know. What's it to you anyway?
Well, it's a bit hard slanging off about your old man like that if you don't know. Why didn't you ask her?
Because Madigan and Reynolds just told me she's dead, that's why.
If there's anything you want, you just ask us.
There is something I could use, but I want to have that wrap it for me.
We'll be back in a couple of hours.
Good. I'm not worried about you. Just make sure to bring those two back, eh?
It's beautiful, Meg. Thank you very much.
Now, tell me more about this shop. It sounds wonderful.
I'll give you a rundown later. Be quite a lot of paperwork.
That's all we need. This is for Mervyn. Now, I know it's not in very good taste, but it's the best I can do.
I've heard he collects them.
Aha! This must be for me. I thought I saw a kangaroo out in the staff garden this morning.
I thought the women could put it up in the rec room.
You don't think one of them might use it?
Oh, I hadn't thought about that.
This couldn't bring down a blowy on Christmas Day.
Really?
I don't think the tribe's travelled as far north as Taiwan.
The fella I bought it from assured
At
me
least
that-
you didn't bring back some of those frightful tea towels.
Oh, well, actually, Joyce collects these.
Oh, sorry, Mrs. Reynolds.
It's all right, buddy. I was waiting for you.
Haven't met this lady before. A cousin of yours?
That's enough of your cheek. You're still only a junior officer.
How's my other cousin going?
Oh, she's taken the news pretty bad. Connors is still with her and the yelling match is finished. So I told the other officers to leave them to it.
Good. Let's hope Connors can salvage something.
Well, I'll let them talk it out and then have a session with her. Might be a good idea to bring Connors in as well.
Right. God, that attack on Simpson brought Sarah so close.
Simpson was attacked?
I said there was a lot to tell you.
Joan hasn't joined a holy order by any chance, has she?
No such luck.
She's been ages. Hope she hasn't been lumbered or something.
Oh, relax, Alice. You know how she's been about that bike race. She's probably in the gym getting in some practice.
She'll be practicing scrubbing out the dunnies if she gets caught.
You know, with all the cleaning this place is getting, we should be in one of them decor magazines, eh? Oh, some modelling. I better go and see Mrs. Pringle.
What modelling?
Oh, you see, Lisa's boyfriend left her a camera, and if we can get permission, we're going to do some glamour shots.
Glam? In this dump?
Alice, the contrast will be wonderful. I mean, soft, dewy flesh against stark, barbed wire. Sounds like a skin flick, Laurie.
Yeah.
Don't be tacky. What about you, Alice? You fancy being a cover girl?
Forget it. I'll stick with Merle and her comics.
Stand up to Ferguson, Rodney. You let her get away with too much.
Yeah, I'm not going to let that creep in the car park get away with anything.
I'll keep Merle occupied.
Good, I'll need some time to stash everything away. Why don't you take her for a walk? Don't know why we had to bring her anyway.
Look, I'm sorry, madam, but it's for display purposes only.
Well, I want to put it in my room.
Look, I'm sorry, madam. She can't. Are you people with this lady?
Well, we...
Yes, look, we're just leaving. Come on, Merle.
Tell him sorry when we come back again.
There's no way you're ever coming back here again. Just see if you can get this stuff loaded without anything else happening, okay?
Yeah, no worries, Mr. Adams. Sorry. It's all right, Rodney.
Got a smoke, pal? Sure. Doing some shopping, are you?
No, what about you?
Might be. Depends if I find the right shop.
Don't waste my time. You want this stuff, or don't you?
It's a bit blasé, isn't it? It could be anyone.
Yeah, you could be Humphrey Bogart. But you're not. You're Rodney Bloody Adams from Wentworth. And you're wasting my time.
How the hell do you know who I am?
Looks like you've got screw written all over you. Pity you weren't around when I was inside, eh? Tell Ferguson she must be slipping.
Everything all right?
Of course it is. Now let's get out of here.
Sort of a wonderful place for Merle and me to wait.
Terrific.
Rack off!
Hey, that's really good. Yeah. Hey, we can tell them all, can't we? Yeah.
Better not say that again, mister.
What was all that about, Mel?
I'm not sure what he meant, but I think he was talking dirty.
Come on, we better get going. Now, don't forget what I told you. Mr. Adams was very nice letting us come here today. We'll only cause trouble for him if anyone finds out where we've been.
Yeah, although I don't tell anyone. Can we come again?
We'll see.
Goody. Do you think I'm going to save some chips for him? Will you like them? I think you might.
I told you, I heard him myself. Her old man's as white as us.
Yeah, that's only the half of it. See, your old man.
Her old man's a wino living on the beaches in Darwin.
That's terrible spying on her like that.
At least we know where Reed is. I was getting worried.
We're going to rub our faces right in it.
Yeah, well, you can count
We'll
me
rub
out.
your face in a minute, Spider.
Morris, you look wonderful.
Oh, yeah, did you meet one you couldn't leave behind?
Thanks. I wish I could say I was glad to be back.
Oh, Mrs. Pringle, is there any news on the modelling?
No, there's something else I haven't heard about.
Oh, well, yes, Lorelei. Mrs. Reynolds gave her permission, but on the condition that I'm the only one to use the camera.
You'll be taking all the shots?
Yes. Some people say I have quite a talent for taking pictures.
Photographs.
I have a surprise for you all.
Oh, hey, it's a beauty.
Now, what are you going to do with that?
Come over here and I'll show you.
I thought you could put it up on the wall.
Great. We'll have West stuffed and put her up there with it.
remarks out of you, thank you, Simpson.
Well, I thought it'd be all right now. She's one of us, isn't she?
She thought Adams was bad, I tell you what.
All right, ladies, that is quite enough.
I told you before I don't want anything to do with the West. Can't you get that into your thick head?
All I'm asking you to do is see them for a few minutes. You owe them that much.
I don't owe them anything.
I've got better things
Oh,
to do.
sit. We're almost through.
We are through, Madigan. Now just get the hell out of myself.
Listen to me for a minute, will you?
What good's listening to you ever done me?
I don't know. You never have. I tried when you were off with that David and his
Leave him
anarchist.
out of this. At least I was trying to find my own way. You were so busy sucking up to the whites, you even married one.
Rick worked his guts out for the Aboriginal rights. Your mob seemed hell-bent on destroying the credibility we won.
What did you ever win? You were nothing but a bunch of dreamers riding around in a silly bus singing silly songs. You are nothing.
I'll see you later, when you've calmed down.
Can't you see she's just trying to help you?
I didn't ask for it and I don't need it. Same goes for you and your scumbag mates.
You're burning all your bridges, aren't you?
I did that a long time ago.
A real loner, eh? Well, what about that photograph you carry around with you like it was your last dollar?
This? I don't give a stuff about it.
Well, go on then, rip it up. Do you want me to give you a hand?
I don't know how you can stand there and just take that.
Easy, I know how it feels to be that angry.
Well, you don't show it.
You learn not to.
It's more than I could have done.
You don't have to. You're not an
Oh,
Aboriginal.
come on, you don't mean that.
Sorry. Am I being too defensive for you? That's what it's called when we get angry, you know?
Just a minute. This is me you're talking to. Now, that's not fair.
No, it's not. I see a lot of myself in young Sarah. You know, there are still people in the department who live in daily expectation of me going walkabout.
I'm sorry. But having dealt with the department for nearly 20 years, I can well believe it.
Sometimes I get this great urge to walk into the deputy director's office wearing a lap-flap.
Well, I can always lend you a boomerang.
Mrs. Morris.
Yes, Nina.
Rita Connors is asking to see Miss Madigan.
Yes. Fine.
Has she changed her mind?
We're going to change it for her.
But do you think she'll agree to see them?
She's got to. The West are the only ones who can tell her about her real parents.
Look, do you think it'd be a good idea to just let her settle down for a while?
If you leave it, she's only going to sit around and work up the hates for him again, and then she'll never listen.
That sounds about right. It's now or never. I'll ring the West and see if they can be here first thing in the morning.
I'll try and keep her busy. Stop her thinking too much.
Okay, and thanks again for all your help.
Yes.
I'm not doing this for you. I'm doing it for her. What would you two know about being stuck in here?
Where's the little flash thingamy?
What flash thingamy?
Well, you know, the little flash thingamy with the sun and the cloud.
It's got a separate light meter.
Alice! While you're here! How was it? Oh, terrific while you're here. It was a great big cardboard robot man and I was going to bring back, and there was this big stack of tins, and I pushed someone in it.
You sound as though you had a nice day.
Oh, yeah. Where'd you get the chips? Oh, they was, from the same place.
Well, when's it all coming?
Oh, it's here already. The van's stacked with stuff, and Mr. Adams and Kath are putting it in the shop, and there's posters and there's everything.
I thought I told you to wait for me and I'd bring you through.
Oh, sorry, Miss Taylor. I just wanted to tell them.
They can see for themselves in a short while. Mrs. Reynolds has said it's an early work finish so everyone can go and have...
Oh, isn't that you buy stuff?
Yes, it'll be open for business.
Oh, geez, I love chips, Mill. I'll give you some of mine, I'll buy some, all right? Oh, not really.
Look, how the hell are we going to move this stuff? That damn ledger ruins everything.
Ridiculous. They're not going to be buying black goods on their accounts. They'll be paying cash for that.
There aren't going to be any cash sales except from visitors.
Oh, use your head, for God's sake, Rodney. I'm hardly going to be writing Alice Jenkins one bottle of scotch in the ledger so the duty officer can deduct it from her account. Everyone from the typist to the governor's going to see it.
We can't put all the extra cash through the till. It'll be noticed.
Of course it's not going through the till.
Well, where's it going?
A safe place.
Where?
You don't need to know about that.
You won't forget to tell me, though, will you, Maxwell? Will you, Maxwell?
No, Miss Ferguson.
Did you have to do that?
Haven't you got the brains to keep watch? Oh, that should be enough. They won't be able to wait to get their hands on that.
They're going to have to. We can't start selling it yet.
Why not?
Not until the shop's run in and everyone's used to it.
Too risky.
That's your problem. You have the goods. You sell them. Starting now.
But I told you...
Starting now. I have no intention of waiting until you think your back is safe.
Oh, she's not here. You haven't seen Rita, have you?
No.
Well, the shop's going to be open any minute. Are you coming?
Before.
There's going to be lots of nice things there.
Yeah? Well, maybe I could trade for flour, sugar. Or a few million acres for a handful of beads.
I don't think we've got any beads.
Sarah, I'm really sorry to hear about your mum. I know it's hard to believe. It took me ages to get used to my mum not walking through the door. I kept expecting her to all the time.
I never knew mine. I was taken away from her too young to remember.
Really? Took my baby away from me too. She's with foster parents. Oh, they're very nice people, and it's a very nice home, and I know that she's been taken care of.
You won't leave her there, will you?
Oh, no. No, it's only temporary.
You've got to get her back.
Yes, I will. Well, I tried to. You see, I tried to get custody and I couldn't, so I did something really, really stupid. I took her. I ended up back in here and she back with them. But it's okay. They're very nice people.
What's her name?
Zoe.
Does she look like you?
A little. She's very fair. Somebody told me that Aboriginal children are fair when they're little. I mean, is that true?
I don't know. Never knew any.
This is really terrific colour. Hey, watch it, Merle. Take it off you in a minute. Where's bloody Tree?
Yeah, where's Lorelei?
I don't know. Gee, she thinks I'd be here for this.
I reckon they probably got the right idea. Give it a big miss.
You boy, put you right out of business.
I wouldn't count on that.
Hey, watch it, Merle. You hit somebody, I'll take it off you.
Ladies? Ladies, before you go out to the new shop, I'd just like to say congratulations. This is quite a concession from the department.
Oh, good on you, Mrs. Reynolds.
No, it's a privilege you've earned. Which means, of course, it's a privilege which could be lost. So let's try and see that doesn't happen.
You all listening to this?
Kath Maxwell, as trustee in charge, you'll be responsible for the day-to-day business of the shop. Now remember, your accounts must be kept in credit at all times. If you do overdraw,
You'll be prohibited from buying anything else until it's paid off.
Oh, jeez.
We don't want to go bankrupt. Now, I think that's all I need to say, so happy shopping.
Oh, great. I'm going to go outside and see if it works. Yeah, you be careful, Mel. You watch it.
And I climbed all the way to the top, I promise you.
Did they explain the significance of Uluru to you?
We had an old Pirinjara guide. Oh, the views from that rock are unbelievable.
I've never seen it.
Oh, you must. The colours in that country, well, especially at sunrise. I just never realised how lifeless and grey this place is.
And closed in.
Oh, yes, don't remind me.
How'd it go?
Fine. Let's hope we can keep it up.
How on earth did you persuade the department to let the women run their own shop?
With great difficulty.
Well, I'm impressed.
Wait till you hear the long-range plan.
Oh, one step at a time. Let's see if we can hang on to what we've got first. That's what's going to depend on if the women can handle it.
Oh, I'm sure they won't blow it. It means too much to them.
That's what I'm hoping. Certainly been a marked improvement in overall behaviour since they knew it was coming.
I thought you said it was made in Taiwan and wouldn't fly.
No, I said it wouldn't return, and it didn't.
I'm real sorry, Mrs. Reynolds. I'll pay for the window and everything.
Well, I can't understand how it happened.
I can. I'll let it go.
I'm sure you didn't mean to, Merle.
Yeah, I did. But I didn't know it'd go that far.
It's meant to do that.
Why didn't it come back?
No, well, it couldn't really. It was in here.
I must have done something wrong.
Sounds like it. Look, a bit more of a swing and then a curve to it.
Gee, I bet you had lots of practice.
Well, actually, I've never thrown a boomerang in my life. Women don't use them. They're a man's weapon.
Yeah? We'll have it mounted on a board so everyone can see it. In perfect safety.
Thank you, ladies. What would you like?
Oh, I'll have these chocolate ones. You haven't got any with the coloured icing, have you?
No. But there's something else you might be interested in.
What?
Booze.
Hey?
Are you interested or not?
I reckon. What do you got?
Just about anything. There's brandy, gin, rum.
Them little bottles? How much?
$5.
Oh, bloody hell.
I can't bring it in for less. Now, what do you want?
All right, I'll have a rum and a brandy. When do I get it?
It'll be delivered.
Better be. Don't you start thinking about ripping us off, Maxwell.
Don't be stupid. Why would I do that? I've just set up a permanent business.
You've got two choices. You can either walk there on your own legs or I'll bloody sling you over my shoulder and carry you.
Just try it.
Oh, yeah, no trouble if that's the way you want it. Listen, your family's coming to visit you tomorrow. The least you can do is say g'day.
Those gubbers are my family.
Oh, aren't they? Why are they coming then? Why would they bother?
Oh, they probably got hassled into it.
By who?
How do I know?
Oh, I suppose they got hassled into chasing all over trying to find your real father and mother, eh?
Yeah, probably.
Oh, it wouldn't have been because they thought it mattered to you, would it?
If they thought that, they would have found them years ago, before me mum died.
Your father's alive. They found him.
A big deal. He's a bloody gummy. Who wants to know him?
Jeez, you're a racist little bastard.
What?
Well, listen to yourself. Gummies, gubbers. What the hell sort of talk is that? Abo talk. Like bongs and niggers, is it?
Yeah.
Well, you know what you sound like? You sound like the nongs in the bikers club who reckon anyone who rides Jap craps a horse's hoof. Well, maybe that's not such a good example.
Hey, where have you been? The shop's been open, you weren't even there.
I'm in here talking.
Geez, you're not turning religious or something, are you?
No.
Well, you're carrying on like a social worker.
Hey, what's your mouth?
Yeah. Hey, never mind that. You'll never guess what Maxwell's got under the counter in the shop.
What?
Booze.
Shows us how bad you stung us.
I know what it costs to get booze in here. Those prices are bull. They're going to go broke.
You got hopes?
Yeah, well, you wait and see. It'll come unglued.
Well, they've got my business till they do.
Yeah, well, you just wait and see.
Oh, bugger off. They're just better organised.
Well, you remember I said it.
There's only one thing you wonder about. Rodney couldn't organise his way out of a paper bag.
Yeah, well, Cass could.
Yeah, but she's new and she's the first timer. You've got to know the ropes and have contacts.
I still reckon the freak's got a hand in it somewhere.
You reckon?
Where'd you go yesterday, Merle? Did you meet anyone?
Oh, yeah, the man that works at the supermarket.
Can't talk to anyone you didn't know?
Nah. Oh, yeah, the man that sold the tickets.
For what?
To get in.
To the supermarket?
Yeah, I know, where we went.
Yeah, well, if the freak is anywhere near it, she's staying well out of sight.
They're not going to make a noise, are they?
No, I've tried it.
You're gone if they search you.
Why would they? I haven't been outside.
Look, I don't like it. There's too many holes in it, too many chances to slip up.
That's what you said about the TAB. Nothing happened then and nothing's going to happen now.
If they spot you, you're on your own.
Getting nervous, Maxwell?
No, but I should be. I'm the one taking all the risks. You two certainly aren't.
That's right. It's your neck before his, and I come lucky last.
There better be some decent profits in this.
There will be, and they'll get better. As from tomorrow, the introductory offer is over. Prices are double from now on.
So soon?
Why not?
Oh, I don't think they'll wear it.
Oh, will they complain to the management?
They may not buy at all.
Oh, and where else are they going to buy their little luxuries from? They'll pay.
He was a real whacker. Jeez, he knew some funny jokes. Slid his bike straight under a truck one day.
Was he killed?
I hope so. They buried him.
West,
Yes.
it's Mr. Adams to you.
You want something, Rodney?
Just watch it, Connors. You've got some visitors.
Who?
Well, they call themselves your parents, but I've got my doubts about it.
You know, Rodney, I reckon it would be a real good idea if you went down and waited by the security gates. And a whole lot safer.
You wouldn't dare, Connors. Not in broad daylight.
Oh, it's not my fist you got to worry about, Rodney. It's me mouth. I could start yakking my head off at any tick about the shop and the booze.
I'm not going.
I'm just going to have to take you myself.
Oh, what's it to you? Oh, you're turning out to be a whole lot of trouble. I never should have got into it. Oh.
She's certainly settled in. She's even made a few friends.
Are there any other Aboriginal girls?
Not in her block.
Oh, that's a blessing.
Joanne.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean it the way it sounded. Look, I do understand that she has to have her own identity, and that identity is with Aborigines.
I realise it can't have been easy.
Look, I couldn't have cared less if they'd come to us. Been her friends, our friends. They'd have been welcome in the house. Or if we'd have been made welcome in their lives, their homes. They just took her away.
Nobody took her away, love. She left.
Mrs. Reynolds, I attempted to bring West, but Connors disobeyed my orders and committed several
See? Well, we'll talk about it in a moment. We won't disturb Mr. and Mrs. West.
Sarah, darling.
How are they treating you here, love? Are you all right?
Sarah, at least speak to us.
Please. Don't do this to your mother.
Right. Excuse me. I've just about had enough of this. If you think you're going to play dumb abos with these people, you can think again.
What the
They've
hell's
come a
going
long
on?
way to see you. And you're going to have the decency to treat them better than a couple of mongrel dogs.
Here, let her go, will
they
you?
can't help not being black, can they?
Let her go now.
Don't touch him. Leave her alone, Dad. She's my friend.
What did I hear? Dad! Well, it's not much, but it's a start.
How's it going?
Who knows? All right, I hope.
Wouldn't help if you refereed.
No way. Mr. West's okay, but Mrs. West can't handle me.
Why not?
I threatened the living daylights out of her.
Thank you, ladies.
Hey, what's the boong doing out there with a couple of whiteys?
They're her parents.
You gotta be kidding. Come
What
on.
would you like?
Same as before?
I can do it, but not for the same price.
What do you mean?
Well, yesterday was just an introductory offer. Half price.
You've doubled the prices.
I told you. I knew it. It was bull.
You can't do that.
I just have.
You're going to have to undo it then.
I wouldn't if I were you. If there's any trouble here, they'll close the shop down. The women wouldn't be too happy with that, would they?
Don't waste your breath, Lurch. I can get it for cheaper than that.
Not if you want to stay in one piece.
You wouldn't be so stupid.
You've already had one thrashing. Try undercutting me, and the next one will be your last.
Your dad wants to see you. From what we've heard, he's not a bad sort of a bloke. A bit knocked around by life, maybe, but Well, he's a decent sort of a chap.
It wasn't their fault they lost you.
Why didn't they come and get me then? Why didn't they even look?
Well, they've had as much luck with the Aboriginal Welfare Department trying to find you as you have trying to find them.
Do you know why you were taken away? Because they left you with your grandmother while they were working. God, it's appalling. I mean, had it been your white grandmother, it would never have happened.
Is he a Darrow?
No. But he has got a bit of a drinking problem, and he's not in good circumstances. But you have to understand, Sarah. He lost you, and about 6 months ago, he lost your mother. Now, that's bound to take its toll.
How do you know all this?
Well, yesterday I finally got onto a bloke in Darwin. He'd been trying to help your mother find you, and he's also had contact with your father.
He's probably lying.
Maybe. Well, that's why we think you should finally see your father. See for yourself. Evidently, your mother was the only woman in his life. He loved her.
Alice, tell her she can't do this. I did.
Reckon we should take a photo.
Ah, stuff. That we should take the place apart. It'll be the end of the shop if you do.
We could always go back to buy up.
No, why should she ruin everything? I like this shop. Well, you're about the only one.
on?
You know what this bitch has done? She's doubled the bloody price of the booze.
I told you it was a con. Is that right?
That's the way it is.
Reckon you got this place sewn up, do you?
This is where you buy. Off the shelf or under the shelf from now on. There's nowhere else. And the price is set. Take it or leave it.
Well, you heard it, girls. Take it or leave it.
Leave it.
Leave it. Until your prices drop, looks like we're going to be leaving it. We're black banning your bloody shop. What do you reckon, girls?
It won't work, you know. They're not all going to go without their goodies.
Watch us. Let's see how long you stay in business with no customers.
Your fault.
He used to give me roses. I wish he could again. But that was on the outside, and things were different then. On the inside, the sun still shines, and the rain falls down. But the sun and rain are prisoners too when morning comes around. Last night I dreamed we were together, sharing all the love we'd known, till I had to face the nightmare of waking up alone. On the inside the roses grow, they don't mind the stony ground, but the roses here are prisoners too when morning comes around.